A BLM activist, a co-founder of a BLM chapter, is endorsing Donald Trump.
We've been used and abused for so long at that party. They don't value our vote. Their policies are basically racist policies, and I believe it's a racist party. Donald Trump he's the opposite. He's going to tell you how it is. He's going to give it to you straight. Trump has done more for the Black community than any president I can think of in my lifetime.
And he's not alone in his criticism. President Biden faces dismal approval numbers among Black voters in key swing states. Joining us now, the co-founder of Black Lives Matter Rhode Island, Mark Fisher. Mark, thanks so much for joining the program. This is my favorite story of the day because it identifies with what I've seen in the barbershop. All the brothers, for some reason right now, are turning tides right now. And I just wonder, what is the big reason?
I think personally, it's the duplicity of the Democrats, the hypocrisy. We're not stupid. The brothers are not stupid. We understand when someone's for us and when someone is not.
Okay, so this guy is saying, look, I used to be a big BLM supporter, but now I'm supporting Donald Trump. The way that Trump's opponents in the Republican Party are framing this is that Trump is embracing BLM. That's not really the case. This guy, Mark Fisher, is saying, yeah, I'm not really a BLM activist anymore. I left the left because they're racist and they're not helping Black people, and the Black people now are all going to start voting for Republicans. I hope this is the case. I hope this happens. I'm not holding my breath for it because I've heard this just about every single election cycle of my lifetime. I've heard this is going to be the one where the Democrats lose the Black vote and it moves in a big swing to the Republicans. And it never happens. It never, ever happens. The Democrats keep a roughly 90% hold on the Black vote. And I'm looking at the same polling that everybody else is. I agree. Right now in the polling, you're seeing a big swing among Black voters, especially among Black men, toward the Republican Party, toward Trump. I agree that if any candidate is going to shake up the demographic voting patterns, it's going to be Trump because he's a weirdo, because he doesn't fit the mold of the old Republican politicians. So there's a decent enough chance that the voters are going to break that mold too for him. I'm just not holding my breath for it. But that's not even why I bring up this story. I bring up this story because of what I think is a fairly dishonest attack on Trump. Right now, go to puretalk.com/Knowles. Pure Talk has you covered for the holidays with a free Moto G 5G phone. No gimmicks, no trade-in necessary. Just sign up for Pure Talk's unlimited talk, unlimited text, and 15 gigs of data. You can get all of this for just $35 and you will get the Moto G 5G phone for free. Here's the deal. You need to move fast because these phones are almost gone. So if your current phone is on life support, upgrade for free with Pure Talk. The new Moto G 5G boasts a 2-day battery life, an exceptional quad-pixel camera, and a whole lot more. Pure Talk gives you America's most dependable 5G network at half the price. Make the switch today. Go to puretalk.com/Knowles, Knowles, to get this exclusive offer and select the plan that is right for your family. Pure Talk gives you America's most dependable 5G network at half the price, so make the switch today. puretalk.com/Knowles, Knowles, to claim your free Moto G 5G phone with a qualifying plan. Pure Talk, simply smarter wireless. Right now, go to GenuCell.com/Knowles. We all know the holidays can be a little bit hectic. The shopping, the cooking, the never-ending list of things to do, but fear not, because I have discovered a gift that is thoughtful and transformative, the gift of GenuCell skincare. From now until Christmas, GenuCell's most popular package has a special discount for our listeners at GenuCell.com/Knowles. Treat yourself and your loved ones to the absolute best skincare in the world. Those troubling forehead wrinkles, fine lines, skin redness, and sagging jawline will disappear right before your eyes with GenuCell's most popular collection. You will see results in less than 12 hours, guaranteed, or your money back. You deserve to look and feel your best this Christmas season. Go to GenuCell.com. Love the company. You know, the founder is a Coptic Christian from Egypt who left for the American dream. GenuCell.com/Knowles. Get this incredible holiday discount. Every order is instantly upgraded to free express shipping. That is GenuCell.com/Knowles, Knowles. This is the top quality stuff out there. Incredible deals because they know that you are going to be a customer for life. That's how good it is. GenuCell.com/Knowles. And it's the headline, Trump embraces BLM, because he sent out this post on Truth Social. Spoke with Mark Fisher yesterday, a great guy. Very honored to have his and BLM's support. I've done more for Black people than any other president. Lincoln? in parentheses, Lincoln, including 10-year funding for historically black colleges and universities where they had none, opportunity zones, criminal justice reform, and much more. Thank you to Mark. So I see why people are accusing Trump of embracing BLM. But I think that this post on Truth Social is a Rorschach test. I don't think it really tells you any new information about Trump. I think this is a Rorschach test for whether or not you like Trump or you just hate Trump. That's what it's really about. Because one way of reading it is Donald Trump is honored to have BLM's support. This guy's a leftist. He's a radical, I don't know. The other way to read this is Donald Trump is a funny guy who's doing a little bit of trolling and making a joke. I think it's pretty clearly the latter. Here's my evidence. Because one sentence after he says he's honored to have, first of all, because he doesn't have BLM support, because this guy left BLM and BLM no longer recognizes him. So I see that as a fact that is a little trollish. The very next sentence, Trump says, I've done more for black people than any other president. Now, the obvious response to that is, well, Lincoln freed the slaves. Are you, Donald, really saying that you've done more than Abraham Lincoln? And Trump, he's not even unaware of that. He acknowledges that in this jokey way in the tweet. I've done more than any other president for black people. Lincoln? Question mark. Not even, okay, other than Abraham Lincoln. No, he says, no, I think I've done more for black people even than the president who freed the slaves. I think he's joking. I think the 40-year entertainer who had a top show on network television and has been an entertaining comedic figure for almost half a century now, I think he knows how to tell a joke. Now, he cites certain things here that I don't like. The criminal justice reform, that jailbreak bill, I did not like that. That was a bad policy. So I grant that there is sometimes a little bit of a mixed bag here. But I guess that's even my broader point to why this tweet or this Truth Social post doesn't upset me. We have, in the case of Trump, a record to look at. Does anybody really believe that Donald Trump is going to invite BLM to the White House? We're going to have Secretary of State Patrice Cullors, Secretary of the Interior Alicia Garza? I don't think so. Trump very clearly stood against that kind of radicalism, obviously. But he speaks in ways that are kind of ambiguous and often just funny on the campaign trail. What I would compare this to is when Donald Trump waved the LGBT flag on the campaign trail. You remember that? LGBT for Trump. And he actually had the flag upside down because he obviously doesn't care about that issue at all. And a lot of people, a lot of conservatives said, this guy, he's a radical pro-LGBT candidate. He's a big leftist. How could conservatives even consider endorsing him or voting for him? And what some people said at the time was, yeah, he's just happy to take people's votes, but he's not going to be a pro-LGBT rights activism president or whatever. And then he wasn't. He gets into office and he immediately reverses Barack Obama's insane decision to promote in the military. He was just an ordinary president. He promoted conservative judges to the courts. He wasn't that. He talked in one way on the campaign trail that was weaponized ambiguity, that won votes, that got attention, and then he governed in a way that was basically solid. And that is what I think we're seeing here with Mr. Trump and BLM. Man, what a great clip that was. Now, hey, whoa, hold up. Ring that bell, subscribe to the Michael Knowles YouTube channel. See you next time.